And we have our Shazam! On Friday, it was reported that actor Zachary Levi has been cast as Shazam in DC's upcoming movie about the supernatural superhero that's going to be dropping theaters in April 2019. Director Adam F. Sandberg, I think his name is the man behind the lens on Shazam. It's gonna start filming, I think, in February 2018, and I think they're going for a fun, lighthearted, almost kind of kids movie feel with it. A lot of actors were rumored, like John Cena and others, but I don't think anybody had mentioned anything about Zachary Levi. So his casting is a surprise, and Zachary Levi is kind of, I guess, lanky or thinner, and I guess leaner. So he's gonna have to buff out a lot to play Shazam because Shazam, he's like Superman in terms of his build, has a lot of the similar powers too. And Zachary Levi has even joked or said that he's gonna start working out for like ever now to get this role. And I think this guy, either a photographer or a personal trainer, like on Twitter, said like on October 27th that he just got finished, doing or observing a workout that Levi was doing that was 4 hours. And of course, part of that was, Zachary Levi playing basketball. It wasn't a complete 4 hour workout, or something like that. So anyways, Zachary Levi is going to be bulking up for this role, and cameras are going to start rolling in February. So I guess he has about 4 or 5 months, 6 months to do it. But here we go. For those of you who don't know much about the character Shazam, he was originally known as Captain Marvel and debuted, I think, in 1939, pretty old superhero, by Fawcett Publications. That was the name of the publishing company that published Shazam, the old Captain Marvel comics. And then later on, DC bought, I think Fawcett or bought those characters. And then Captain Marvel was absorbed into the DC family because he had a new parent company. The story of Captain Marvel goes is that Billy Batson is a young boy. I think he's an orphan. And he runs into a wizard who gives him the power. Whenever he says the word Shazam, a lightning bolt strikes him, and he gets powers from certain gods, and he's transformed instantly into an adult superhero. It's basically a little boy who gets to live out a little boy's fantasy of what it's like to be an adult superhero. And there's a lot of things that they're going to play with that. Now the word Shazam, it's like a abbreviation for the gods he gets his powers from. And I don't remember them. I'm going to read them here. Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury. He gets aspects from all of them, like the speed of Mercury, the strength of Hercules, etc. That's what the letters in Shazam mean. Recently, in recent, adaptations, and for a while, DC has chosen to refer to the character simply as Shazam, so there won't be confusion with Marvel's Captain Marvel. So from here on out, this character is probably never going to be called Captain Marvel before in media from this day forward, because it would just be way too confusing. There actually might be some copyright issues. I don't know what the legal thing is on that, but all I know is that's just how it is. Zachary Levi is kind of an out of left field choice because I don't think anybody really associated him with, being really buff. Not like, Arnold Schwarzenegger looking buff or anything. So of course he's going to have to bulk up. But he does have a lot of comic book cred. I mean, he was in Chuck, which was kind of like a spy superhero show or something like that. I didn't watch Chuck, but I know it had like a lot of comic book themes to it, I think. And then he was also in Heroes Reborn, which was all about people, having superpowers in regular society. And he played one of the Warriors 3 in the Marvel Thor movies. He was like a recast or whatever. There was one guy who played the character, I think it's Fandrel or Fondrel was the character's name, and the original actor, he was filming a TV show at the time, so he couldn't do the role again or whatever, something like that. And Zachary Levi stepped in to play the same character. But now, he's in DC as a major character, and he's really happy, or he said he was on his Instagram post. He talked about how he was honored and, I guess overwhelmed with love and things like that from fans, the fan community. And he put an image of his Instagram account of like fan art by this guy named Boss Logic, who's this really awesome artist on Instagram who does a lot of superhero themed like drawings and stuff and computer graphics, VFX, and it's cool. And he uses that picture of himself in like the Shazam outfit in his post. And as for myself personally, I'm cool with this. I mean, Zachary Levi is not somebody I would have thought. I don't think a lot of people were expecting him to get this role. It's out of left field. But now that he's been cast, I think he can do it. Just, work out, bulk up. He already has the dark hair, like, Shazam does in the comics. And, he's a taller guy. Shazam's relatively tall. He's supposed to be pretty tall. So all you got to do is hit the gym, right? And he can do that. And he can act. I've seen him. I watched Heroes Reborn. He was pretty good in that. So I think he has the skills to do it. And, congratulations to him. The only thing I'm wondering about is what other DC superheroes are they going to have cameo, or not cameo, actually be supporting characters show up in his movie if they have other DC superheroes show up. Now, Wonder Woman is a mythological superhero with Greek gods, so I wonder if they'll try to do something, some kind of mythological crossover where her Greek gods or whatever, gets mixed up into his Roman god drama or whatever, and there's a way for her to show up and they can have kind of a mystical supernatural hero team up or something. And also in a lot of storylines, they do have Shazam team up or sometimes actually fight Superman. Because Superman and Shazam are very similar in that, they're big buff guys, with dark hair who fly around and have super strength. And they've had storylines where they'll have a misunderstanding and fight each other. And then, team up and go after the same bad guy. Could be Black Adam or something else. Because, Shazam is kind of like, a Superman type character. And the two of them together would be quite an impressive force. Who could stand against the two of them together, right? And so I think Superman and or Wonder Woman would be logical people to show up in a Shazam movie down the line. If Shazam needs help fighting Black Adam, one of his biggest villains, who's supposed to be played by Dwayne Johnson, by the way, if he needs an assist, Superman could help. Superman and Shazam have teamed up against Black Adam in the comics before, and in animation. Why not do it in the movie? So I do think this is interesting. I think Shazam opens up a lot of possibilities, not just for the character himself, but for how he could affect and, impact other DC superheroes and their movies too, and, potential team-ups down the line. And I think, Shazam's also been a member of the Justice League. So, maybe Shazam will show up and be a member of the Justice League in Justice League 2 or 3. If they make more. If the first Justice League that's coming out in November is a hit, they'll want to make a sequel. Maybe they'll have Shazam join. I mean, I'm sure other superheroes will show up. I made a video about the next members to potentially join the Justice League. I think Shazam could be one of them. And this is all good stuff. I can't wait for, the movie. I love DC. I'm going to watch all of them. 2019's not that far. And as they do more production and more things about Shazam going on into next year, I'll definitely be making videos about them on this channel, just like I made this one now. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership. If you'd like to watch me make more movies about DC movies and TV shows and all that good stuff, please subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Have a nice day or night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.